Hello and welcome to a getting started guide for Astral Sorcery. Today we'll be going over everything you need to get started, including Aquamarine, the Resonating Wand, the Luminous Crafting Table, and different world gen structures. So without further ado, let's just hop right into it. The first thing we'll go over is a new ore called Aquamarine, and it can be found in rivers and lakes. So I have this nice little river area. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a bunch of aquamarine right here. It can be found in sand, as you can see. And I am currently on the edge of a swamp. You can see in this little shallow water area, there's aquamarine here. If we come over, we can see some in the river itself. And if we go a little bit more inland to some of these lakes here, you can see some more aquamarine. So it is not very rare, it just can only be found in water. And it is usually spawned on the surface. Now to get this, you can either break it with your fists, or you can use a shovel. And each ore will give you either 1 or 2 aquamarine. Another thing you can do is if you are able to harvest the block itself, you can place it in a blast furnace to get you 3 aquamarine, or you can put it in a normal furnace and get 4 aquamarine. The first world gen structure we will go over is called a small shrine, and this is what it looks like. You have a bunch of marble, water, and a sea lantern. These don't really do much except for the fact that underneath these pillars you can find chests with loot. So let's see. Nope. Here we go. Now if we open it, you can see we got a bone, some glowstone, and iron. You can also find maybe an ender pearl, aquamarine, and some other materials in here as well. And let's see, new. Sometimes multiple chests spawn, but in this case, I was unlucky and just got 1. The next shrine we'll go over is the Ancient Shrine. It is fairly larger than the small shrine we just went over, and it comes with a lot of marble and is generally just really nice looking. But ancient shrines are hiding a secret. If we come over here and we dig down, you see that A, I already made a opening here before, but B, there's a secret basement with a floating crystal and some water. Also, hiding in the corners, you can find some chests with more loot, such as ender pearls, aquamarines, glowstone, and even constellation paper, but we'll go over those later. Make sure you do collect them, because they are important. Now, these ancient shrines have one main use, and that is turning crafting tables into luminous crafting tables, specifically with this crystal. I will go over this in a moment after we finish going over the world gen structures, because the last one also has a crystal for which you can make a luminous crafting table. The final shrine, I guess you could say, is the desert shrine. These are usually buried in the ground, as you can see in front of you. And if we go into it, again, there's no loot, which is sad. But we still have the crystal for the luminous crafting table. And when you make the crafting table, there's a lot of marble. Another thing to note is that with these crystals, they're not mineable. No matter what pickaxe you use, or even if you try to blow it up with TNT or other explosives, they don't get collected easily. Now we'll go over the luminous crafting table. The first thing you need to do is make sure this crystal, is able to see the sky. So if we just dig up, it is now visible to the sky. But let's make it a little bit nicer by cleaning up the area a little bit. Now, only the direct block above it needs to see up, but personally I like it better when it's a nice big opening. Now, for the next thing this is Astral Sorcery, which uses the powers from the stars. And sadly, it won't be able to use the nice big star. It needs all of the tiny ones. So we're going to have to make it night. Let's go midnight. Ooh, spooky. Now if I go into my inventory and take out a crafting bench, plop it down. Wow, that was absolutely immediate. You can see that it has used power to turn it into a luminous crafting table. You can do this in the desert shrines and the ancient shrines. All you need is just this crystal. I chose to do it in desert shrine because, in honest opinion, I really like the ancient shrines staying how they look and maybe building around them, but that's a personal thing. To use the luminous crafting table, you need to make sure it's placed where it's able to see the night sky. Because when you activate it, this bottom bar is how much magical power the altar has. As the moon gets higher in the sky, this bar will fill up, and as the moon descends the sky, this bar will decrease. A number of complex crafting recipes will need to have a certain amount of magical power in order to be processed. For this quick demonstration, I will use one that does not need to have magical power. We're just going to take marble and turn it into bricks. And as you see, I place it in just like a normal crafting table, and now we have bricks. So let me try to take it out. And it doesn't seem to be working. Strange. We see the materials here and what it will make here, but it's not coming out. To actually craft with this, you need to get out of the menu and it will store the recipe. Take your resonating wand and right click. Magical power will happen. And ta-da, you now have all of the bricks you want. So if you want to do different crafting recipes with it, this can be used just like a normal crafting bench, but it can also used to make more complex recipes. I'll go over those recipes in later videos in lines more with other objects they are used with. To craft your resonating wand, you'll need 2 marble, 2 aquamarine, and an ender pearl. And this will give you your resonating wand. This has 2 main uses. Main use number 1 is what you saw, and that was being able to activate your luminous crafting table, as well as some other crafting tables or crafting ways that later down the line. The second one is finding rock crystal. And if you would notice right before this, you saw these little, well, magical sparks, I guess. This is telling me that somewhere below here is rock crystal. And if I fly up, you can see that there will be a rock crystal right there. And let's see if we can quickly find any more. Yep, right there. And these can be found pretty much anywhere, not just deserts, such as you can see there's one in that river. And I'm not seeing any immediate ones. Yep, right there. Now, there's one important thing to note about rock crystals, and we'll go over it right here. That is, they spawn at they spawn at Y level 9. So if we go all the way down, you can also see that when you're underground, as long as you don't have any torches or other light sources, you can see that it's telling you where it is. Oop. Put the bedrock back. So now let's go around searching. Rock crystal. Let's see immediately around it if there's any more. Nope, just this one. Rock crystal isn't just a normal ore you can mine. To do it, you need a pickaxe with at least equal or higher mining value to a diamond pickaxe. So if you come across these early game and taking a while to mine, don't mine it. But now, and every time you mine this will give you a couple. Actually, let me just take a diamond pickaxe, go into survival, and just show you exactly how much you can get. Boop. In this case, I got 3. And they all have different modifiers to them. Even though you can get this semi-early, you don't really need this to just get started in the mod. So I will go over the exact uses for these later. But I just wanted to show you that you can use the resonating wand to find this. And when you craft it, if you see those sparks, that's what they are. Now if I take the wand out and need to go back to creative. When you fly up, you can see that there's no more sparks. This is telling me that in this area, there's only this rock crystal. Sometimes they can spawn in singles ores such as that one, or they can also spawn in maybe 1 or 2. It really depends. Now that we shift over to a different world to go over some of the other items you need to get started, or at least are nice to know early on. The first one is Parchment. This is a base crafting material that will be used in some other crafting recipes later down the line. To craft it, you need 4 paper and 1 aquamarine, and this will give you 4 parchments. One thing this is used for is your Astral Tomb. To craft this, you need 1 parchment, 1 book, and 3 aquamarine. Now if we take this and open it, this is your main book you will be using. If you move around it, you can see that there's not a lot here. It's because we only have Discovery unlocked. And as you can see, we have, you're welcome, hey, you're now on your way to become an Astral Sorcerer. We got the shrines. We have constellation paper, marble, sooty marble, ores, resonating wand, and the luminous crafting table. Now, for marble and sooty marble, let's go over and show you the different types of marble you can make. These can be used cosmetically, but they will also be used in different multi-block structures later down the line. So don't just throw it up everywhere and then realize, oh no, I have to take down half of my house because I decided to use marble in it. Now each of these have crafting recipes, but they can also be made by using a stone cutter. So keep that in mind as we go over all of these. But once they're turned into a specific type, they can't be changed back. So you currently have base marble. You have marble bricks, chiseled marble, engraved marble, marble pillars, marble arch, runed marble, marble stairs, and marble slabs. They're using different multi-block structures later down the line, so personally I recommend you saving these for that. Unless you can find a bunch of marble, then go ahead, use it however you want. It's your playthrough, play it how you want. You can also make sooty marble. To make this, you will need to use 8 marble surrounding a piece of coal or charcoal. Now as you can see, these are blocks. They can be used cosmetically in your structures, but they will also be used in multi-block structures later down the line, so keep that in mind when you're using these. Now again, these come in different types, such as normal sooty marble bricks, chiseled, engraved, pillars, arch, runed, stairs, and slabs. Again, these can be thrown into a stone cutter, used that way, or they each have their own crafting recipes. Now you have all you need to start your journey through Astral Sorcery. That is all for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more Minecraft guides and the occasional other video. And thank you all for watching and have a good day. Bye.